If you traveled across the world and you had children, could you take care of someone else's child? I couldn't. This is the question that I asked myself after watching Nanny streamed on Amazon Prime. It is written by Nikyatu Jusu. And like I said, you could find it on Amazon. I'm Fox Indigo. You're listening to Fox on Flix with Friends. And before we get into today's episode, I just would like you to share this podcast with a friend of yours. And also, we have two friends with us. One you're familiar with, Tamarsha, and then we have a new friend named Stacy. So while you settle in and wait, and like I said, share this episode, we're just going to thank Anchor for sponsoring this podcast. Greetings, friend. I'm Fox Indigo. You're listening to Fox on Flix with Friends. And what are we here for? I am your Black movie critic, and I watch everything television and movies that are all across the African diaspora. So today we're going to be reviewing Nanny that you can find on Amazon. It is written by Miss Jusu. It stars Anna Diop and some very handsome Black gentlemen. I don't want to fuck up anybody's name, so you're going to just have to do your due diligence on this one. Again, the movie is called Nanny, and it's streaming on Amazon. We have two new guests. Actually, we have one new guest and a familiar guest that you are used to. One is Tamarsha, and our second guest is Stacy. I'm not going to give you her full government, but I think Stacy's good enough for everybody else. So, hey ladies, if you could say hi to the audience.
Hello, audience.
Hello.
So, I do like to start the podcast with sharing a little bit about yourself. Tamarsha, since you're the seasoned, can you share a little bit about yourself with the audience?
So, I guess pertinent to this movie that we watched, I have no children.
I guess that's something to share. That's great. And our new friend guest, Stacy. How about you tell us something about yourself?
Hey, I'm Stacy. You can call me Stacy Starlight. You can look me up on Instagram. Follow me, but don't follow me. I am originally from Guyana, which is in South America. I have two lovely boys that I love. I'll get their name later on. But
She's a mom.
I'm a mom. Yes, I am a mom.
So when I asked, could you be away from your children and raise someone else's child, is that possible?
It's
for you?
Possible. It depends on the situation. Now, if I'm with a guy, like in the Nanny, and he has a kid, and we're dating, or we're together, or I'm in love, yes, I can raise him while my child is away and wait till he comes over. I won't get too deep into it, but I'll help raise him, but I'm not gonna be the sole person.
Yeah, that's a no for me. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just don't see myself.
Mean.
No, I couldn't be, I don't think, a nanny to someone else's child, and I'm not raising my own child. It just seems strange to me, even.
Well, I think it's different, like, as opposed to a lover's child versus, like, you being paid to raise them.
Yeah, then that's what I mean. Yeah,
right.
I don't think I could. That I couldn't do. You couldn't pay me to be someone's nanny, and I'm like, I ain't even take care of my own kid.
Yeah, exactly.
What kind
that part. But if it's like Tamarsha said, if it's the lover, yeah, that's fine. But if it's a nanny, no.
Yeah.
Raise your child, yo.
Well, let's get into this episode. Again, we are reviewing Nanny on Amazon. And I want to say for myself, I really didn't want to watch this at first because it was recommended to me by someone who recommended me another movie that really sucked.
I also recommended it to you.
I don't want to get into that. Let's just focus on this movie because this movie was good. I liked it. I really did.
5 stars for me.
Oh, 5 stars for you?
5 stars
Okay,
for
so
me.
let's talk about the highlights. Tamarsha, since you don't have any children.
I sure did not.
You said they're the corner and wait a minute.
So you tell us, what were the highlights to this? Okay, well, actually, let's start off like the gist of the plot. So the plot of the movie is about this African young lady from Senegalese.
Beautiful.
Who is, yes, very beautiful, who is a nanny for a couple in Brooklyn, a white couple in Brooklyn who has a daughter. And she has a son of her own back in Africa. She's saving money to bring him over to America. So that's really just the gist of the plot. And they label this movie as a thriller horror, but I don't really know if I want to call it a horror movie. Maybe slightly a suspense.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a horror movie because I didn't find anything really horrific about anything.
Me either. I didn't. How about you, Stacy? What do you think?
The mermaid was a little ooh for me, but
I like the mermaid, but horror?
I mean,
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah, it
You
was-
add like spirituality.
yeah, it's
like,
more
like
spiritual for
like,
me
you
than
know,
horror or
related. Yeah.
thriller. It
Do
was,
we think they put it under horror because Westerners wouldn't understand?
I think so.
Because the
Right,
more I'm
yeah, 'cause
thinking
like,
about it, like,
it's African, it's more spiritual,
Spiritual,
more
yeah.
like we would say the voodoo kind of thing. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
and
they-
you know,
that's my-
Westerners, that's
you'd be like, oh,
that's scary. Yeah. This is horror.
what the hell? What is that?
So, what stood out to you, Tamarsha?
Let me try to remember. Well, the relationship between her and the child that stood out. Like it was very, you know, if you juxtapose it with the relationship between the mother and the child, it's very different. Like this mother don't know what the hell's going on with her kid.
The mother
but,
of the child that she was
being a
nanny for. Yeah, that relationship. Yeah, you saw the difference. Like, even though her child was over in Africa, there was still that loving bond,
The connection.
the
was
connection.
there.
And then
Yeah, like,
you have this woman who has her child there, and it's kind of like,
this
take
will-
my child.
I know, right? Raise my child, and I don't even even with food, regarding the food, like
Yeah, she obviously didn't even know
she
what her
didn't know
child
what
liked.
was eating.
Right.
Yeah. She had a specific diet for her child, but the kid didn't like that food.
Right.
So, and the nanny was what was her name in the movie?
Aisha.
Aisha.
I don't know how you would know that, but yeah, you
Isha.
should know that. You should know that.
So, Aisha was like giving the daughter her own food and making her food like from I guess Senegalese
Seasoning.
food. Yeah.
Seasoning.
And the little girl loved the food, but the mom like had some hissy fit like, oh my god, the food's too spicy for her, blah blah blah. Like
Right, but your daughter's been eating it for the past
From day
2
one.
months.
Yeah.
I've been watching her. She's eating it. Right.
I feel like the mother needs to have someone in control. And the only person that she could have in control is her daughter. She
She didn't
definitely
have
don't
control
have
of
her
anything.
husband.
Yeah, she did not have
She
control.
didn't
of
have
that.
a control of her
Yeah.
husband, and she
That
don't
was
have
another.
control of Aisha. So I think the daughter was the control that she needed,
And then she
'Cause don't
recognized she didn't have
at-
control.
at work either.
Right.
Yeah.
So she needed control over somebody, and that was her daughter.
Right. When she came in, oh, you know how it is being a woman, and
Right, like,
Having to go out and drink with the boys, blah,
which
blah, blah.
annoyed me because I'm just kind of like, you're a different type of woman.
Right.
Like,
Right.
you're a white woman on top
That's
of that.
one.
Yeah, Aisha can't
With
relate.
money. Right. Like, you have everything
money?
at your feet. She was just being stingy trying to get over. She was just trying to get over.
'Cause
And
she
that's
had
how I look.
maids. She had people who came and do stuff for the party for her husband, and you can't even pay the nanny.
Right.
What are we talking
She
about?
wanted her free labor.
That's
No,
what I think. She
right.
wanted the free labor that she
she-
was really trying to get
She
over.
wasn't having it.
Good.
No, ma'am.
Yeah.
Pay me.
Yes, pay me.
Baby, what I old.
What stood out to me about the movie, I thought it was a well-written movie, and I really like the cinematography. That's where I'm gonna go. Like, because the characters were dark-skinned as far
Yes.
as the black people.
Love
They were
that.
dark-skinned, and the way they did the lighting and the colors that they chose for their skin, just to me accentuated that, you know, these are black individuals. Like, this is a black story. And yeah, I just fell in love with like
the whole
just
it.
I was just like, oh wow, they look beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, they look really beautiful.
The lighting just bounced off of their skin and just make it look sparkly.
Yeah, because I'm just tired of seeing, like, when you see black movies,
they look dry.
Right, they look ashy. Like the lighting, the makeup is weird. It's like they're trying to make them look lighter for the lighting, but I felt it was different. I felt like they were looking for lighting to complement the darker skin.
Yes, and they did a fucking beautiful job about that.
So that's what stood out to me as far as visual. Storyline, okay, no, I'm not even gonna go there. That'll be later. What stood out to me was like the weird relationship between the husband and the wife.
Yeah.
That was weird to me.
The husband is a whore.
Yeah.
He's a womanizer. And I don't even think that he likes his wife.
Yeah.
He don't like his wife.
He doesn't like her and she's desperate to hold on to him.
You know what? That you said that, I didn't even recognize that, but you're right. Because when she threw that party for him, he was like, what the hell is this?
Exactly. I just got off the plane. I really wanted to like chill at home, but you have all these people here.
And I feel like she hired the nanny for him.
You know what? Later on, I felt that way too. Like she was like a setup.
Because he went to Africa. And she needed to.
Did you notice that she was saying, like, she would? So I only watched it once, but when I was watching it, she said something to Aisha, like, "Be careful." Like, she would say like these one words to her, like, randomly,
because she knows what her husband likes and what her husband goes after.
Because I think one time she was like, "Be careful," and I was like, "What the?"
Just like when the husband took Aisha and the daughter to lunch,
and the other girl came
up out of nowhere. Yeah,
went off with her.
Right.
Like, where you going, sir?
And she was all over her,
and then
over
realized
him.
That the daughter was right there.
Yeah,
and it was like, oh, hi.
Right.
Then you're gone.
Right.
No, sir.
Yeah.
I think he just likes he likes himself some
he likes beautiful women,
also some
she was
exotic,
some more taste.
Right. He was like, you're just to make my baby
kind of flavors.
He was like, you're just for the photo album.
The girl was Korean, I think.
Yeah, she was Asian. Yeah, she's definitely Asian. And then later on, spoiler alert, when he tries to kiss Aisha,
and she was like, no.
Yeah, like
bit him right on the lip.
I really liked that one. That did surprise me. I really wasn't expecting him to do that, but when he did,
I was expecting it.
Really? I didn't. I was not expecting that.
He was expecting it. He was gonna make a move sometime.
Yes. And I think the wife was attracted to her too.
I did too. She was giving me lesbian vibes.
She was trying to get a threesome going or something.
Right. And then try to blame it. It's you who messed up my marriage.
She ain't got no parts to that. She don't want no parts.
And that's another thing that I really liked about it. She was focused.
She stood her ground.
Yeah, she wasn't lured in.
She had that goal of bringing her son
she wasn't manipulated easily at all.
Yeah, she definitely had a focus to why she was there. Like, I'm not here for your shenanigans. I'm here to make this money.
Pay me what you owe me.
Yeah. Exactly. Give me my money.
This is not in advance. You owe me.
Oh, she sounds like Miss Iceland.
Listen, she needs to be in Wakanda.
The next one, Wakanda 3. Yeah. Well, I've been really enjoying this conversation, ladies. Before we move on, let's just take a really quick break, and we're going to thank Spellbound for sponsoring this podcast. Also, friend listening, don't forget to share this episode and this podcast with your friends, anyone who is interested in Black culture. Again, these reviews are from movies, television shows from all across the Black diaspora. If you have any type of recommendations, any favorite movies, please do not hesitate to share. We will be right back. Have you kept up with your herbal health? Strengthen your body's immune system and natural functions with spellbound herbals. Created in small batches, each herbal elixir is made from organic non-GMO plants and roots, organic honey harvested from New York State bees and sealed in bamboo-covered glass to preserve freshness. Crafted to promote the specific needs of men and women, just a few drops in a glass of juice or water makes a world of difference to your natural health. For more details, visit the Spellbound Apothecary online at spellboundtoday.com and place your order. Also, for smokers searching for a natural alternative to tobacco, check out their herbal smoke blends, crafted from delicious flowers and plants that stimulate the mind, relax the body, and set the mood. Try enhancing your favorite bud strand with a few sprinkles of Third Eye Magic or Love Me Long Time. Available again at spellboundtoday.com. Thank you, Spellbound, for that sponsorship. So before we took the break, we were just talking about like the different highlights, what we enjoyed about the movie. We were talking about the husband and the wife, you know, trying to set up Aisha for some sexual shenanigans. Right. So Stacy, I see you have a bunch of notes right there about the film.
I like
and so, you know, what are some of the things that I see you want to speak about some things?
So I love the fact that she's a teacher.
Okay.
Right? She was focused on what she needed to do, get her son.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk about the flirty romance between Malik and
that's
right. There is a love interest. It's not just about her babysitting this white little girl. Yes, you're right. There's other stuff that's actually happening. Yes.
Let's highlight that. Like, I love, first of all, the sex scene was great. I love the boob hole at the end. That
when they were sleeping?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You know, we've been seeing weird boob stuff. We've been seeing some weird boob stuff. Because Tamarsha and I, we just watched Posse and there was like weird boob grabbing. So
they fell asleep and he was just holding that one boob. I was like, okay.
Is that like realistic? Does that?
I like that.
Right. It's like, oh, girl, that was good. Let me grab your boob. Let me touch your boob.
And she fell asleep right away.
Right.
So, you know,
she was like, that feels good. Thanks for massaging.
And he has a kid.
Right.
He has a son.
Yes.
Definitely has a son that she met. And they seem to get along.
Can I tell you what I liked about it? I liked the fact that he was an American black, and I do like that because personally I feel like there are a lot of stereotypes about black Americans that are not very favorable. Mm-hmm. And I appreciated the fact that they showed a gentleman that was well spoken, well put together, was a gentleman, was doing the right thing. Right. Yeah. And to me, so that was like, yes, good job. Thank you. I appreciate that.
He opened the door for her, like, can we get that back, please?
Yeah, like, let's not be a stereotype. So
open the door.
That was beautiful.
A+ representation.
Mm-hmm.
Open the door, gentlemen.
Yes, and more men, just men in general, just be like that. Because even now when I'm walking the streets, you know, like, people will walk up on you. They don't say, excuse me. They don't say anything. And I'm like, what happened just to, like, just general politeness? Like, excuse me. Hold the door. Like,
say thank you.
Right. Thank you. I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me. Like,
something.
Yeah, well, I mean, those aren't the only notes you have. I see 2 pages. Like,
you see me out some of it. Wait, let me look at here. Come on, Tamarsha, get in here.
I'm trying to like remember what happened. I did a review a second time.
Oh, let's talk about when she went to her friend Sally Braden's shop. And she was talking about when she was younger, how she got Lemire, how she got her son.
Good. Oh, yes, Stacy. Yes.
How she was,
how they got caught up.
Them dirty ass old men.
Yes, how she really got caught up. Because I really feel like that comes from real experience.
That's what happened in
everyday life right now.
Yeah.
That they just prey on little girls.
have you ever watched the show? This is just so off left field, but there's this show on TLC called it's one of the 90 Day Fiancé shoot-offs, and I can't remember. However, in the show, it gets kind of deep. Like, every now and then, it gets really, really deep. And the mother, there's, like, this instance where, like, the son, he's really asking his mother, like, yo, why didn't my father come around? Why didn't he outraise, blah, blah, blah. And then she really talks about, like, oh, well, I was young, and he was married, and he came around, and he paid for my schooling, he did this. So when I heard that, I just automatically thought back to that. Like, wow, like, that's like a universal, like you said, dirty old men. Like, so she was a child.
Yeah, and she had multiple pregnancies.
Yeah. This is the third one. And
right.
That one.
Yeah. And yeah, it's sick.
And
it's
he
really
was married
sick.
too as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I was like, oh, so this is really kind of taken from like real world experience. But
it
stood out.
All over the country.
All over the world. Because that was in DR where she was like, yeah, I was a young girl and he paid for my school and he would give me stuff and he would, and he was married, but that's what it was then. It was just kind of like,
it's a completely socially acceptable.
Right.
Yeah.
And he said, I'll take care of your mother. He told her that I'll take care of your mother.
So her family and parents probably knew what was going on, but
because they were getting
they didn't care.
Which is really sad.
Pawned off your damn daughter.
Right. She might as well be a prostitute.
You might as well.
Right around the corner on Cozy.
Right.
Sorry.
Oh, Lord. Excuse me.
Focus on the nanny. Focus on the
nanny. Yeah, but no, that's like something good to point out.
And even the friend was like, oh, why don't you go back home? And then she was like, for what?
Yeah,
right, what's
there? He didn't even meet his son. He never met him.
Because he probably has
doesn't care.
multiple other kids by other teenage girls.
Right.
And doesn't care.
Yeah. Right, and have a wife.
Right.
Still. Y'all men are disgusting.
Yes. I mean, you are and you aren't.
Who raised you, men?
Right, exactly. Right. Who raised you? In the streets. It's their fault.
Y'all for the streets.
Okay.
Okay.
Got anything else there on your little sheet
We're
list?
kind of on you for this, Stacy.
Right, because
MVP.
friends, if you could see what we're looking at, she literally has like 2.5 pages of notes about the nanny. But as you can see, this is actually, I want to say, it's probably one of the latest movies that I think was well written and good. I mean, considering that we've been doing like the old movies, and I did, what am I doing with Mackinson? Lord, Lovecraft. Yeah, we're revisiting Lovecraft, which
Mackinson in his nice voice.
Beautiful voice. He really does. He has a great voice. Friends, if you're listening to this, please go listen to the Lovecraft episodes. And then I did one recently with Tiffany, Beyond the Lights, which is a love story, which honestly, for Valentine's Day, I would say that's actually was a good story too. Have you seen that? Mm-mm. Yeah, no, really good love story.
Take a look at it.
Yeah, take a look at it and tell us what you think.
Oh, so let's talk about the ending part.
Okay, well, before we get to ending, what are some things? What about things that we kind of did not enjoy or we thought could be more developed more,
like
for the story?
They say this is a thriller, like the crawling of the sun. What animal was that? What crawling?
It was
the anise, the spider, anise.
What is that?
That's a god.
Nancy the spider.
It's an African god.
For me, I didn't
right,
get
and he's
like,
a god of mischief and trouble.
Yeah, so they're like relying on you to know that already. But like if you don't know context, you won't be like you be really puzzled about everything that's happening.
Yeah, I was puzzled about the whole going back and forth. Like I get the drowning part. I get like
What are you talking about?
The drowning.
Oh, I don't know about that. No spoiler alerts.
Oh, mother. Oops. Too late. Go watch it.
But yeah, I guess, like Tamarsha said, you have to have some type of context. And I think they tried to give you context when she went to Malik's grandmother,
Yeah.
and she was, you know, kind of trying to give the background about the spirits. But again, if you're not really familiar with the gods.
But the one where she was in a bathroom and she's looking in the mirror and the mirror looked back at her and she's moving and she's looking at herself looking back at her. I'm like,
I guess that's the horror part of the movie.
That was bad.
That was the horror.
That was horrible.
That was horrible.
We also made it like seem like you weren't really sure if she was having a mental break or there was something happening.
Right.
Because the bedroom that she was sleeping in had black mold, so you didn't know if like something was affecting her. Like,
where the hell did the black mold come from? How did you put somebody in the room and it was a lot,
and it's growing,
right? And it's growing, right?
Daily. And then the bathroom scene with Rose.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's her name, Rose.
It made me feel like they killed her son. So she's just redoing it. So I felt like, you know what I'm saying, like her putting her head in the damn like.
Yeah.
How much credit should we give now?
I'm sitting here like, what? Whatever. I'm sitting here like, what the fuck is you doing?
Right. I mean, I guess because they wanted.
And I really thought it was gonna be a massacre.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that's when I kind of thought that we was moving towards a horror flick when she was kind of going in and out of reality, and I was like, "No, girl, don't do it!
Right.
Don't do it! You can't go to jail! You gotta go! You gotta see your son! You gotta see your son!
Jail,
right? You're too cute for jail, girl! Don't do it! Don't do it! No, don't care about this white woman. Feed this child some bland food." Right, just
oh my goodness!
Don't pay no attention. Don't kiss the husband. Don't nothing.
Right.
Just stay on the straight and narrow. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, those were just a few things. Anything in particular you didn't like, Tamarsha, or that you thought they could develop more?
I guess we have to do some spoilers now. The whole situation with like her calling her cousin and her cousin not responding to her call.
Right. Yeah.
I would think she'd be a little more frantic. Like, you know, okay, she must have more than just her cousin in her town, right?
Right. That she has to call.
Like, okay, so what the fuck is happening? She's not picking up my call. Like, I want to talk to my son.
Right.
But then again, she was busy with Rose.
She was busy, but she can find time.
Was that the little white girl's name?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the only thing that I didn't like.
Never knew that. Thank you for telling me that.
Yes, her name is Rose.
Oh.
Rose.
Oh, she was calling her. Oh.
Listen.
All right.
I forgot.
My bad.
I cannot.
Yeah, right.
Rose was good.
Yeah, Rose was good. But like, that's the only thing I didn't get. Like, she didn't have anybody else to contact in the whole village.
Right.
That
It
one
was
cousin.
like, I guess not. Maybe her cousin was the only one with the phone. Her cousin had the fucked up voicemail. It was like, oh, not me. I'm not on the phone. I was like, oh,
like,
we do that all the way in Africa
like,
too.
I don't think if she hasn't been able to contact or talk to her son for like weeks now or whatever, like you would be a little more frantic. Like, you know what? Fuck you, Rose. I gotta talk to my son. Like, I don't have time to watch it right now.
Well,
like,
maybe because it's with her cousin that she felt a little more comfortable. Like, it's not a stranger. It's like, okay, my cousin's not answering, but I trust my cousin.
Like, something must have happened in the country or something, like, you know.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're just busy.
That's what I thought at first. I was like, maybe something happened and her cousin had to escape and left the phone behind. I don't know.
Your mind was.
Remember, the time zone is different.
Yeah.
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
So that's what I was thinking. Like, oh, maybe she might be sleeping or. You right. Especially if you come from there.
I'll have you watch my kids any day, Tamarsha.
Right. Don't ask me. Don't ask me.
Aisha ain't the one in the movie.
I mean, this is all I'm going to say. If you have me watch your kids, listen, if the house is burning down, trust me, I'm taking your kids with me. That I'm going to let you know. Like, the house is burning down, or your kids are going to be safe. But other than that, I can't really, you know.
She watching your kid.
Yeah, days are free for all. Just have fun. Okay. No, I'm not. Okay, there's going to be some boundaries.
Your kids.
There are. Let me tell you something. Your kid is never going to be alone with an adult. That's one thing. I don't play that. Why, adult? Why you in here with the kids? Why you in here with the kids, adult? You got to get out of here. You know, house burning down. Come on, kids, we got to go. But other than that, you know, I let kids be kids. You know, do your kid stuff.
Go right up on your mama wall. Oh. Mm-hmm.
No, you can't do that.
Go around and you said
But
kids
what
gonna be kids.
what I'd do is like
There's a
at least
stick
put paper. You're right. I'd be like, put paper up on the wall first, and then you could do it. So yeah, I like to meet the children halfway.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah, if you want like real discipline, like they gotta be at bed at a certain time. Listen. You say you want your kids to bed at 10, they might go to bed at 10:45.
12 o'clock.
No, not 12. No, because y'all not getting me in trouble with your parent. But 10:45, all right, 10:45, we might be able to push it to 11. But other than that, and if your parent comes, you better pretend that you're sleeping. Let's not ruin the relationship we're building
So
here.
we got secrets now.
Right? Let's not mess up that relationship. But other than that, yeah, you can trust me with your kids. They're gonna come back intact.
A whole different job. But she let me do this. But she
Listen, and see, then the relationship get messed up. See, now I can't watch you no more. Yeah.
That's what you get.
Then it's Rose and her mama kind of
Right,
relationship.
exactly. And now you're gonna eat
Rose.
bland food.
Right, no seasoning.
No seasoning.
No black
I was
pepper,
trying to
nothing.
spice up your life for you. Yeah.
Rose is not like her mama.
Oh, poor Rose.
Oh, it's a little quiet now. Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah.
I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I was just trying to switch over. Well, I really enjoyed actually doing this podcast with two guests. This is my first time doing two guests. Ooh, so much better. First, it was just me by myself, just talking. Then, I had a guest or two. Then I have more guests. Now I have two. And we might have a third one.
Yes.
We might have a third one. So,
A big might.
it's a question mark, but it's happening. So, ladies, do we are we going to recommend this movie? We recommend people watching this,
movie. I wholeheartedly
Yes.
recommend this movie.
right?
I recommend it. I give it a 5-star.
5 stars.
Thumbs up.
You give it 5 stars, Tamarsha?
I don't know, maybe 4.5.
4.5. Tamarsha gives it 4.5. Okay, Stacy gives it.
Good. She
All right.
I love
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it 4. No, actually, but I did. I really did like the movie. It surprised
I really
me.
enjoyed it. I really enjoyed
It did. I didn't like the fact that they said it was horror because it really wasn't a horror movie, but it was a thriller. It was well written. The acting was good.
On point.
The story was actually good. The cinematography was good. It wasn't bootleg and it wasn't rushed.
Right. You're right.
So-
they took their time.
Yeah, so I really did like that. Okay, so friends listening, as you could see, we recommend this movie. So again, this is called Nanny. Okay, not The Nanny, not the show with the nasally lady, not her. Nanny
That's
on
I'll
Amazon.
give you a little bit of spoilers.
Okay, there's
Still
a
time's left.
little bit of spoilers, but please watch it for yourself. So again, share this podcast with a friend or two and, let us know what you think. So, friend, we have reached the end of the evening, the end of the podcast. So again, please give your recommendations, join the Fox Den. Please follow me on Instagram under Fox on Flix. We really appreciate the support. Also, check out some past podcast episodes and also look out for the latest podcast episode that Tamarsha and I did. We did a Black Western called Posse, written by Mario Van Peebles and directed by Mario Van Peebles. Very interesting. A lot of breast, right? A lot of breast fondling. So if you're a breast man, and it's different types of breasts. You got white breast on there and you got some brown breast on there. So yeah. So, again, if you're a breast man, this might be for you.
Everybody need milk.
So, it does the body good. Also, Valentine's Day is coming up. So also, if you could listen to the Beyond the Lights podcast that I did with my friend Tiffany, get an idea of what that is about, and maybe check it out for Valentine's Day yourself. And then also coming up, there'll be another review of an African movie, and we're going to have a new friend with us named Dwayne. So please stay tuned for that as well. Until next time, friend, love, kisses, and hugs. That's a wrap.